Tell me your name.
My name is Souraya.
And what's your role in the radio?
Well, I'm visiting, but when I'm here, I help with studio work, get shows running, but otherwise, even though I'm in London, I do a show in the morning called La Pensée du Jour.
And can you tell me about the idea behind the radio station?
Well, the name says it all basically. It's La Voie de la Non-Violence, so it's a radio with the aim to help people to get to approach life differently through non-violence. And we do this by using concrete examples of peacemakers coming from all over the world, all faith traditions, all cultures, just to show that non-violence is a universal principle and anyone can adhere to that in their life.
And how did the idea for the radio station come about?
Basically, it's a result of all those years of work that has been done by the International Sufi School. We started at the beginning with seminars and conferences, then we got this farm, and the work started having more of an economic impact. And locally in Senegal, it's difficult to get things through to people. So having a radio was the logical step really to get the message across. And also for Sheikh Ali, the current director of EcoPeace and the International Sufi School, it was something that his spiritual guide asked him before he died. He said, Ali, I want a radio. I want you to have a radio. So I think it was just the appropriate time to have a radio. And I must say it's already having a very good impact in the surroundings of the farm.
Can you tell us a little bit about EcoPeace and the farm project?
EcoPeace is also the result of the research. So nothing is just like an idea that sprung out one day. It's basically a holistic approach. When you want to create peace, when you want to build peace, because we believe that peace is something that you build, doesn't just happen like this. You build it maybe first inside, but then it has to materialize in some shape or form. So the way it materializes is by putting in place an economy by means of peace. So this is what EcoPeace is about, and we got this land in 2006. So you can really create the conditions to create an alternative society. You cannot create an alternative in what is already an established infrastructure with its rules, with its way of doing things. You have to create an alternative. And again, it's in the steps of the peacemakers, what Gandhi did in India, what Wangari Maathai did, what Muhammad Yunus did with the Grameen Bank in Bangladesh. He used an idea, but the way it functions is completely different from traditional banking. Yeah, so basically that's it. That's the alternative.
And what are you growing here?
Mangoes, lots of mangoes. But now that we have worked out our water problem by using solar power to use the pump, so now we can exploit more of the land to grow lots and lots of vegetables, carrots, aubergine, tomatoes, salads, and cauliflower and chili and cassava, lots of things that are used daily in the recipes, the traditional recipes. And this is one of the projects that the Sheikh also wants to start at the end of April. La corbeille de la ménagère, which means everything that the housewife needs to prepare her meal every day to be organic and to be at a fair, very, very fair price.
So what's the difference between this farm and other farms in the area growing mangoes and growing vegetables?
I guess we are not just farmers that are farming the land to sell the produce of the land. It has a whole philosophy behind everything that we do. It has a philosophy. So the produce that is grown here, when it goes out with a message, you know, eat well, live well, quality for all. There's no reason that you're surrounded with fertile land that you have to eat something that can just be qualified as rubbish when you export everything of the best quality to Europe or to other countries. So it's interlinked with a lot of other issues that the local populations face. You know, there is a belief that the more foreign currency you get in the country, the better. So you export a lot. But at the same time, what can this currency do when you are ill or when you are feeding your children with lots of chemically ridden fruits and veg? So it's a whole mentality that has to change, yeah, to get people to accept and to realize that they need to eat healthy. You know, there's no reason for you not to eat healthy. And poverty, as Sheikh Ali always says, is not the lack of means. It's just the absence of the knowledge of your own potential. It's not knowing what you are worth, not knowing your own potential. So I think, yeah, this continent is poverty-ridden in this way. Yeah, not by lack of means, but by not acknowledging the potential that Africa has.
And what for people who want to get involved or support you, what's the best way for them to
it's
do
good
that?
to come here like you did, visit the farm. You know, I think there's a lot of things that you get just by being here, but otherwise also buy our mangoes when they are in Europe, in France and in the UK, because this project started 3 years ago. We started exporting the mangoes from the farm to those two countries, again, not to have foreign currency, but to export the message behind. And that's why we don't go through any distributor or wholesaler. It's us, like I'm in London, I do the selling when the mangoes arrive. I go and pick them up at the market when they come off the plane, and then, not off the plane, off the lorry, and then we sell them on the local market. So there's direct chain from the producer to the consumer. So people can buy the mangoes, they contribute to the work here.
And how do they find you?
They can go on our website, www.ecopeace.org.uk, and the website for France is www.ecopeace.com, and they can get in touch through the website.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you.